Good evening and welcome. We begin with the recurrent killings in Kaduna State, which has got security heads on their toes seeking a solution to the crisis. A second strategic security meeting held today, and it identified merchants of war as being behind the recurring crisis in Kajuru local government. The meeting, converged by the Governor Nasir El-Rufai, has pledged commitment of fishing them out and ensuring they are dealt with. In the meantime, the Fulani race has dissociated itself from attacks in the area, saying the conclusions drawn by many about them are wrong. Correspondent Tessa Makende reports.
It's the second of such meetings hosted by the state governor, Nasir El-Rufai. Unlike it was with the first, heads of security agencies across all the formations are here. At one end of the hall are opinion leaders from Kajuru local government. They are of Fulani and Adara extractions respectively. Newsmen are then excused as the meeting goes behind closed doors. We are hours later called for a brief on how it went. The Commissioner of Police says some suspects have been arrested with links to last week's killings in Kajuru. Fulanis at the meeting note that allegations that they are behind their attacks do not hold water.
We made some arrests, but definitely I cannot say the exact number we have arrested. And we continue to arrest. And the mere fact that we are negotiating for peace, it doesn't mean that we jettison our job of investigation.
They are always accusing the Fulanis, but honestly, we are innocent.
Participants at this meeting come to the conclusion that the situation in the area is caused by criminality and nothing more. They also agree that there are people benefiting from it. Lawmakers express optimism that they will soon be caught.
We have an array of where I am PDP, the Member House of Assembly is PDP, Kafra is APC, and the chairman of the local government. Now you can see we have come together, and what we are doing is to find a lasting solution to all this crisis.
Some people, take it or leave it, are benefiting from this. They want it to continue. They want it so that they will continue to perpetrate their evil. And this is what we want to stop. Right from the Fulanis, the Adaras, the traditional institutions, the elected.
More meetings have been proposed even as the people take their leave. The people, as well as the security heads, express commitments to ensuring peace in Kajuru and the state at large. They've left with a pledge to take the message of peace to Kajuru. But it's not the first time a meeting of this nature is holding, be it here at the government house or at Kajuru local governments. And to this, the authorities say they are aware, but are sure that better strategies are being evolved to strengthen the peace-building process. Tassem Akende, TVC News, Kaduna.
Let's bring in Tessem to better understand this new development. Like you said, it's not the first time stakeholders will be talking about security issues in Kajuru and indeed the rest of Kaduna. What have they said differently this time? What action points do you think will lead this course differently?
Yeah, and if I may, it was a meeting that held behind closed doors, just like it was a few days ago. Pulling out words from the mouths of these security heads especially, you know, it's always not very easy. All they would tell you is that they will be evolving strategies at tackling the challenges in that area. What I asked them today was, you've always said this, and the killings are yet to abate. So what will be happening differently? What they wouldn't divulge. What the people, the Ajara and Fulani elders would only say is that they'll be going back to engage the locals on the need for peace. That's where it is at the moment.
As conversations hold and plans in top gear to identify who the merchants of war really are in this case, what more have we learned about the current situation in Kajuru itself?
Well, Kajuru has been in the news for years now, repeatedly, not in the very good of not for the very positive reasons. Killings, there's been a lot of bloodshed in the land. A lot of people in their hundreds, you know, are displaced, if not thousands. There are different reasons as to why, different schools of thought as to what is actually happening in the landscape called Kajuru. Many believe there are people who are out, you know, on a land conquest mission. Others believe that, the issue of the Agwam Adara, some people think that the paramount ruler who was killed years ago, they are calling for him to be brought, somebody to, come into that stool. There are several positions, but the government, it's the second, meeting in the series. We're hoping that better strategies, like I said in the report, more meetings, according to the chairman who I spoke to exclusively, said more meetings will be coming up. We hope that a solution will come out of these meetings.
Tessa Makeda live for us in Kaduna. Good to see you tonight.